Stadium in Athens. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Georgia Bulldogs. Restate the state call again. Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Nittany Lions will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Changing the routes with his receiver. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Takes it the other way. In with the pick six. Touchdown, Penn State!
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Fielded in the end zone. It's Phillips. Makes a move. He's run out of bounds, but gets the ball across the 50 to the 49. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Oh, pressure's coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Second down, going to throw it. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And that's frustrating for an offense, man, because you got great field position set up. You want to be aggressive. You want to take advantage of it. But in order to do that, the offensive line has to do their job. You've got to give your QB time. They don't do it. And back-to-back plays, they're going the completely wrong direction.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Rush right in his face. Goes high to pull it in. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And man, if you want to make big plays down the field, that's how it's done. It starts up front with the offensive line, and he had so much time to go through his progressions and then go through it again, man. So much time in the pocket. He delivers the big play down the field. Kudos to that offensive line right there.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Long way to go on second down. He's changing the play. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Turning it on. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third down, here's Frazier. He has stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his 25. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Snags a quick pass on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons on third. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Quarterback signaling to his guys. To throw, it's Bailey. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They are going to try to get that established in this game.
Back's got it on the screen. Breaks into the open. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Offense staying on the field, they'll hurry up on fourth down. Before they snap it on fourth down, we have a timeout call. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They come to the line with a minute to play in the opening quarter. Give to the single back. There he goes. The 50. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a first and goal. Send the tight end in motion. In the red area, it's Wallace. And he's in. Touchdown, Penn State.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Motion from the back. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
And the Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top on second down. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The run inside. It's Frazier. He picks up maybe a couple before he stops right at the 30-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Second down to the air. Makes the grab. It's Frazier. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Dogs are moving quickly down the field, making the adjustment on the play. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Throws for the tight end. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Second and long here. He's looking to pass. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. RPO complete. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he found a space on the right. He's at the touchdown, Nittany Lions. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Drops back, it's Bailey. Lets it fly deep downfield. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Bulldogs! He'll try to tack on one more. And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. And nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's Simmons to throw. Left side, it's Martin. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him, and you just get it to him, and he does the rest, and that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
Looking for space, it's Martin. Got enough for the first down. Finding some room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Making the adjustment. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. They're all over it. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll need a bunch on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got it. Open space at the 25. Across the 35. Out of bounds at the 36. And a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. He's going to take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, this offense is...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback changing the play. Sets his feet. It's Bailey. On the move. He'll try to do it himself. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. That's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Back to pass on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up fourth.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Back to pass. It's Bailey. Finds his man.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Down goes the quarterback, and they turn 2nd and short into 3rd and long.
Hey, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that's fumbles in consecutive weeks. Coaches don't like that. They start to, you know what happens is the trust factor goes out the window. I don't want to run you as much because I can't trust you as much, especially in big spots. Got to hold on to that football.
Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Gonna run it. It's Martin. Can't get him to the ground. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with Akron taking on the UNLV Rebels. And it's the Zips coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours. As we check in on these top 25 matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football is.
The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Simmons finds his tight end. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. On the RPO, got him. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like, because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Austin Simmons, the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And they bring him down quickly, but a good game there. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
And the Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Changing the routes with his receivers. Moves the pocket. It's Bailey. Look out! And they got him.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Simmons trying not to drown in the noise. Touchdown, Penn State. Middle of the end zone, he's got it. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He's changing the play. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
And man, those sting, man. 3rd down, the money down. Your guy's got to come through. You had a good play called. Receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially 3rd down.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Gonna let it fly. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own. Great field position.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are in the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the stomping has commenced.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
Coming out with it, it's Phillips. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Blue 22. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Good surge up. Give him 4 out to the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback signaling to his guy. 2nd down, going to throw it. Under pressure. Going to take a shot. Leaping grab for a big gain. An explosive play to wrap up the 3rd quarter. Oh, they finally got him out of bounds, but not before he carried some momentum for his team into the 4th quarter. So 1st down will open up the final period. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Going downfield for the big play. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
This late in the game in the 4th quarter, they're in 4-down mode every single drive in possession, trailing by as much as they are. So down here in the red zone, you throw an incompletion, no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again. Can the defense step up here and make a...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. The pull and throw off the RPO. How about knocking him down to stop him short of picking up that 1st down?
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what the...
Lots of running room. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Keeps it moving. It's Martin. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Gets the back moving. He's got it down the middle. Got enough space. Touchdown, Penn State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. It's complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Drops back on first down. Unloads to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And